Nintendo. I'll take this one real quick, just because I don't know if there's enough to say. So they showed off the what was it? The Nintendo Switch 2. What was it called? Tech demo. The tech demo thing with all the mini
Welcome
games.
Tour. I put
The
Welcome
paid
Tour.
tech demo.
Yeah. So they showed off Welcome Tour, and then they showed off Drag X Drive, Drag Cross Drive, which was like the it's like a wheelchair Rocket League thing that you use the Joy-Cons as the mouse to like roll the chair, which is like okay.
I would say that I think it's really cool because they're showing like to give accessibilities for people who are in a wheelchair, and give people that feel what it feels like for them to play basketball, because it is a sport that people in wheelchair do. They do play basketball, so to actually have a game like that to somewhat represent them, I think that's really cool for Nintendo to go out, because like no one else is doing it.
I hope they're representing it the
That
best
issue.
way that they can.
This is borderline either very
the ACLU is going to come after somebody.
Well, it's borderline either like good for accessibility or offensive. So I'm saying that from a 2025 perspective of this type of stuff, right? So,
but I just think that it's to show people that this sport does exist, and if you want to learn more, there's things out there. I think with Nintendo, and I literally hope that they did work with people who were in wheelchairs, work with communities who know this stuff, and even works with sports teams who play basketball in wheelchairs. I hope Nintendo actually went out and worked with them to get an understanding how all of this goes to make a game like this.
And they did make it a point to announce that they were joining the ESA's kind of accessibility initiative, right? So
them and Microsoft are kind of spearheading that right now.
Yeah.
Josh,
we have a special question for you before we get your hot take.
We?
Yeah. Our old friend from Tower Casuals, Tiger Jesus 64, writes in. Josh, will you be taking any crossover questions?
No, you can ask all your crossover questions tomorrow, and I hate and love you for asking that. We have a great listener who writes in crossover questions all the time, and I love it.
Yeah.
Hot take. We should not be paying for a tech demo in a world where Astros Playroom and Wii Sports were pack-ins.
These games should be on the console when you buy it.
They don't even have to be on the console. They can be on the store and they can be free. But both of these, I think, and I really think that this wheelchair game could be great for showing you as a tech demo how the mouse functionality is supposed to work. I think that's awesome. Some of the little things that they showed in that Welcome to the Switch 2, whatever it's called thing, like that can be cool. Like they were showing like a putting sequence, for instance, things like that. That can be cool. But how many of us don't know how to use Joy-Cons at this point?
No, Sky.
2, just make it free. Like even $5 is too much for these. Like you want to do a tech demo. Like I feel like it's almost a rite of passage at this point that you have some kind of tech demo when you release your console. Astro's Playroom, Wii Sports, this, and then you have to have the failed vehicle game, Loco Cycle, Destruction All Stars,
1-2 Switch.
1-2 Switch is in a category of its own. Dear God, please never again.
I love feeling the balls.
Which also should have been a pack-in.
What was that ARMS game? What was that one?
Like,
Ed, where's ARMS 2?
Like, at least ARMS was a full game. Like, I'm sorry, the wheelchair basketball game, cool idea. Who's going to play this for more than 10 minutes? This should be a pack-in to get you familiar with the mouse functionality. Because guess what? The more people that know that you have mouse functionality and have tried it out on a free game are probably more likely to pick up and play those modes in things like Metroid Prime 4 or Civ 7. Like, this is awesome for games like Civ 7 and probably Baldur's Gate 3 eventually. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Making us pay for demos to try it out is not awesome. This is classic Nintendo move. Showed us something really awesome with Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, and then this.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
we stepped on a rake that we set out on purpose.
Well, I think everything is optional. I think
Sure.
for the demo one, it's just exploring the Switch and everything, and or I should say that game, because it does have many things. I think Nintendo's just like, if you really want to understand how things work in the system, we don't know what the price point is going to be for them. Here's this game that you get try out, or if you want to try out this basketball game, you could try it out. We just don't know the prices for it yet. I think it's fine for drag and drop or drag and drive. As for Welcome Tour, I think people are just going to literally ignore it. I think it's kind of for parents and small kids who's just maybe getting a console for the first time. So the Nintendo Switch 2 might be their first console, and they may not understand how to do PC controls or anything like that. I think
make something cute like Astrobot.
But I think the thing about it is that we're looking at an adult perspective. We're not thinking about an adult buying it for a kid for the new console.
Yes,
actually, I feel like
Astrobot.
I just want to chime in really quickly on this. I think honestly this is not going to be for kids, with the welcome game, because in all honesty, have you seen kids? Have you seen how kids are really intuitive with devices and stuff like that? They're going to figure this stuff out in the first 30 minutes that they actually use the damn thing, especially if an adult the Joy-Cons attach and do this, they're going to pick that up that fast. This is for them old maybe that's not the right word to say, but this is for the more mature people that for example, look what Wii Sports did for the Wii. And look, I was working in GameStop, and I had geriatric people coming in buying this system because they want to play Wii Sports, Wii Fit, all the games that had the gimmicky stuff going on and stuff like that. But they had to have someone pulled aside, whether it was me in GameStop as an employee or whether it was their grandchild coming in with them and stuff like that, to show them all the gimmicks about it and stuff like that. That's what this is for. So it is perplexing to me that they're charging a price tag for this.
That's a fair point, Laurent. Just super quick, I just feel that and I'm talking about the younger generation, around 7, 8, 9, their attention span is really bad, like a flash cube, because I passed down a Switch to a particular individual child, and the child just had no patience to even try to figure it out. Not even to try to figure it out. I'm like, okay. Oh, okay, I'll take it back.
Yeah, so I don't think this is giving towards kids, more to adults, because I work IT, and I tell people all the time, hey, it's time to reboot your computer, and sometimes I get the question how do I do that?
Yeah. Andre, you said you had something to say before we move on to Zelda.
I feel like this tech demo should be when you buy the Switch 2, this should be after you start it, this should be the first thing that pops up. It's do you want to take the tech demo? Yes or no. That way it's kind of an introduction. And after the tech demo, then you're kind of into your system. That way there's no what does this do? So what does that do? That was it.
Yeah.
Boom. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork.
The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.